All right, we're live. On Beagle, on some other people are watching me live right now on um Live Me. I'm also doing this stream to my channel on YouTube. Um, First thing, the preseason is over. Bring on the games team. Um, I don't know if Kuzma is going to play in the first game of the season. Let's see. And well, the only thing I can say about this is that let me see. Let me put this. First off, we knew what was coming when we saw that we have the best combination, the best 1-2 punch in the league. Um, it's no surprise. It's no surprise. I mean, it's amazing to see um, Anthony Davis and LeBron James playing together. It's just poetry, right? But we expected that. That was something expected from all the changes. It was that AD and LeBron James were going to dominate, and we saw that in the preseason. We lost some games, and I think we lost some games because of two things. We were testing um, lineups, and we were, looking how things were supposed to go together. And this last game we lost shouldn't be much pride for the Golden State Warriors because they used the regular team to win that game. Um, we never used the regular team in that last game. JaVale McGee wasn't playing. Not even the substitute of the starting lineup like Dwight Howard. He didn't play. Um, we didn't have Kuzma for the whole preseason, and Taylor Horton Tucker also didn't play, and that's a mystery. X Factor, one of those X Factor guys that are gonna see time in the Lakers lineup once the season starts. Probably second stringer until he prove worthy of something else. Um, he is going to be probably our best perimeter defender right now uh, is Danny Green. Mm, the best point guard defender right now is Avery. Um, but overall, I mean, this team looks defensively good. But what Taylor Horton Tucker brings is that wingspan that it's really big. So he can guard a, a guard, and he can also guard a small forward. Probably very successfully with those arms. He's going to be trouble for the other teams. Um, he doesn't have the best 3-point shot, but he does have a 3-point shot. Um, so, and that could, that could get better. He looks like he's a hard worker, so that's something that I admire. Um, so those are, things that are going to complement the already high impact team that we have. Now, one of those, and I still don't believe how he wasn't drafted, um, and it's Zach Norvell Jr. I was, I've been commenting in other um, forums and other chats that we got to pay attention to Zach Norvell Jr. He's a cold-blooded assassin, and he proved it in that last game. He scored over everybody in the Lakers. He was a leading scorer with 29 points. He scored more than KCP, who throw more than who doesn't pass the ball well. So he needs to pass it to the basket, and that's a big problem with KCP. KCP um, is not the best dribbler for his position. He's not. Um, he's not one of those guys that look at the court and can plan and can look for different options. He's got to, if he gets the ball, he's got to pass it fast or he's got to shoot it. And when he put it on the floor, he usually loses it. He's a good defender too, KCP. But Zach Norvell is a combo guard, bona fide, and he is going. He can defend, lockdown defend. He can shoot from 3-point shot in the most difficult moments, in the most pressure, he can score that shot like if it was nothing. And that is an ability that in the NBA is going to pay off every single time you have that. The other thing about Zach Norvell is that he can act as a point guard. He's good passing the ball. He's good in the passing lane. He's good cutting in. He's good with layups, pick and rolls. He is a good player overall. And a combo guard like that is very valuable for the team. And we got him. We got him even when we didn't have draft picks. We had to get Horton Tucker. Basically, we have to buy that draft pick to get him on the second uh, draft. We didn't, we didn't even get Zach from there, but he is a diamond in the rough, and not that rough. He's already refined. Um, so I would say one of the biggest surprise, even though I already mentioned before that he was one of those guys that were uh, I do this when I'm bored. uh, so one of the guys that impressed me a lot from the beginning was him, and I knew he was going to be a good addition, but I didn't think he was going to lead scores in any of these games. And he's the leading scorer on the last one. And he defended when he was the one defending. Um, um, I forgot his name. I can't believe I forgot his name. I always have that in Steph Curry. He guarded Steph Curry very decently, very lockdown type. It wasn't easy for Steph to to score over him. I mean, he anyways find a way to score. That's why he was an MVP. Um, but overall, Zach Norvell showed so much. I mean, he was a good defender. The other guy, he needs to get his footwork uh, to work for him. And the one I'm talking about is now Yanis Antetokounmpo's brother, Kostas. He's got a talent that rivals his brother, but he's still raw. Even though he's still raw, he blocked shots like there was like it like he was in a league of his own blocking shots. Um, Still because of his footwork, his all around defensive skills suffer because I saw him giving position a few times to their defender on the post, and that's a problem he's going to have to correct. Not everything is solved with the his huge ability to jump like his brother and all that kind of stuff. If he gets his footwork where it needs to be, we have a we have a, a Lakers version of Giannis because that's how Giannis was, and even Costas have like a more there's more uh, there's better numbers for Costas now than for Giannis at that point in his career. So and you know I don't think it's a secret that like pretty much everybody that have commented about the Lakers that Costas is also a way for the Lakers to attract Giannis, um, you know, soon. And I don't know if we get Giannis. I don't know, that team is gonna look. It's gonna look oh, extremely, extremely good. And if we get Costas to get his footwork and lateral movements correct, oh my goodness, there's going to be a dynasty of the Lakers because LeBron is kind of a freak of nature. He is the type of guy that defies what people can do in this sport, um, because the way he takes care of himself, the way he has avoided injury without avoiding uh, his attack or trying to. He's not slowing down. I mean, everybody slows down when they get older, but that's the only thing. Like some people slow down not only because they get older, but because they kind of get into the attitude that I'm old, I'm supposed to retire at this time. LeBron doesn't want to retire. and there'll be a time for that. I'm pretty sure, but he's the type of guy that he's not gonna retire unless he feels like it's in his own terms. And so I don't know, but that could be a year or two from now. So it's a good move to have Giannis attracted to the Lakers if they can develop Costas. I think that's the key. If you can develop Costas, Giannis might take a look to the Los Angeles Lakers, and AD and Giannis would be an assassin type of combination because whoever plays four, I mean, they can play four, both of them. Giannis could be small forward, you know, or he could play a center, or it's so many things you could do with those two, with AD and Giannis, and you can still have a center if you want to play both of them as forwards. And it's going to be a nightmare for other teams. We surrounded them with sharpshooters that can and a playmaker. You know, we I have this dream that eventually we somehow can get Lonzo back, uh, but that's another thing. But Zach Norvell, if we don't get Lonzo back, Zach Norvell could one day be our starting point guard, or combo guard, and we have, I don't know if LeBron James is still wanting to play that. I mean, a lot of these guys, they have a few more like maybe 3 or 4 years, like really productive, and maybe more. You never know. But we have uh, people like Kaycock, like Zach Norvell Jr. That Kaycock did very well. It's another guy that impressed me. Devontae Kaycock, he grabbed 10 rebounds, and so he scored a double double there. He grabbed 10 rebounds and 16 points. Um, but Norvell, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 29 points. Demetrius Jackson, he almost do a double double too, because he had 9 assists and 11 points and 4 rebounds. He did pretty good. Demetrius Jackson is another guy that the only thing that might not get him right now where he wants right now. I mean because the NBA, it could be all about height, but sometimes it's not. So if Jackson keeps going, I hope he keeps going. He keeps improving. Um, there's it looks like there's not much to improve, but you know you can always improve in something. But he is, I think, NBA ready. So KCP did well in this in the sense of He scored 25 points, and that's a number he can put pretty consistently if he has the time to do it. Um, you know, he did it with 33 minutes. He can get his hot hand and and do some damage on the offense. But the one thing that people sometimes forget when KCP do the crazy stuff he does sometimes and starts making horrible shot is that in the defense he's very good. I think he's a very good defender, and that's why I think coaches like him, like to keep him around because he still have a potential to become better, and he does have his talent, uh, but he gets desperate. Something gets the best of him when he is trying to put the ball on the floor, and it's like a spot, like a bad spot on his resume that takes away from the things that he does. He's a good shooter, but he needs to be more calm, less desperate when he's shooting. He when he is set to shoot well, he can shoot well the ball and he can get into the right rhythm, but he can get out of rhythm pretty easily, and that's his problem. I don't know how um, he's going to solve it because I don't know what they have done right now, and I'm not a trainer for the NBA, so I can't say, but I'll always wish him the best, whether he's a Laker or not in the future. But because I know people are asking to use him as part of the negotiation to bring Iggy. So what can I say about all this stuff? Is that um, Lakers did something that I think they are supposed to do. Lakers always have been known for having the most productive front line that teams could have. And I don't know if it was intended that way in the sense of, I mean, I know we wanted to bring AD here, um, but I know he didn't want to play five. But when he's playing four, he, it, he creates more space for JaVale McGee to operate. And JaVale, if he is not checked, he's going to damage the other team defense, and his defense is going to damage the other team's offense. JaVale McGee is very important for for this team chemistry. The other thing is, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Dwight Howard. He didn't play in this, but I needed to mention him because Dwight Howard has come to work, to put on the work. And the other day, when the game was over, he went back to practice his free throw shot. And that kind of dedication has, I got to tip my hat to Dwight Howard. Um, and I commend him and to keep doing that, because really, 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 um, we know you're famous. You're a famous basketball player, and you're one of those basketball players that could be immortalized just because of things you've done, and not necessarily a championship. But I think a championship would consolidate your legacy as a basketball player. And I'm glad that it's in the Lakers, obviously. But I know that you wanted to come back and set things straight, and you are doing it. So I commend you, Dwight, to keep doing that. You are you are very good. You are way better than what people think. I know that, and I know that you have understood that that there's even though it's a game, it's a business. You have in your hands your career and the career of your brothers in arms, to put it in a certain way. And but I'm impressed that the way you have handled things, what you are doing on the floor when you are on the floor. I've been watching. I mean, it, you may not be scoring 20 or whatever points uh, in these games, but I'm pretty sure that at a certain moment that those numbers are gonna come out, because those are numbers that you are being able to put. You know, I don't want to say easily, but you know, and you know, to end this transmission, to end this, do I believe in magic? Magic Johnson. Um, the I just can't, I just man, the last part of this is the coaching staff. The coaching staff. Um, People, I see a system running. Well, before, and I commented that, and I don't know, some people, weren't too enthusiastic about it. But before, the coach we had before, he was a great player, the son of a legend. Um, he coached a championship team in a moment that he needed to coach it, and he did it pretty well. But when he got to the Lakers, he tried. There's two kinds of coaches. You can say there's three, but I'm not gonna say that now. But there's two kind of coaches. The ones who have a system and want everybody to buy into it, even when the people that are in your team are not good for that system. They have to learn how to do it, and they have to learn how to be good in it, in that system. And then there is the coach who adapts the system that it's better for that kind of team. I'm sorry. And Frank Vogel is showing that he can do actually both. He's got a set system, but he is um, he says his set system is set, but at the same time is evolving. And I didn't see that from him before, so I'm impressed with that. Um, but man, Zach Norvell Jr. He is a killer, and I'm not surprised if I see him uh, playing in a couple games, um, probably doing pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Pretty sharp shooting. He's um, speak on roll, uh, awareness, and everything. Everything he did. Everything. I can't even think of anything bad that he did. I mean, it's us. It's just a few games in the NBA. We saw him in the summer league, but now I see a guy fitting into a system that is that he can do a lot of stuff. A combo guard that didn't cost us any like big pick, and even when we were not in the draft, we catch him, and he's one of those guys. He's uh, gem on the rough, and you're gonna see more more of Zach Norvell. All right, so I'm gonna cut it short here. We've been here for half hour, so yeah. Um, we see you pretty soon. I'm gonna try to come after the first game against the Clippers. It's going to be an interesting game. I don't know if Paul George is going to be in the game. I don't know if Kyle Kuzma and uh, uh, Taylor Horton Tucker is going to be there. Um, THT. That's how I remember him. THT. Taylor Horton Tucker. Um, let's see what he brings. But we now know we have another sharpshooter. It's called Zach Norvell. All right. See you guys on the next one. Bye bye.